Hello and welcome to the Diocese of Des Moines YouTube video for the NCYC 2013 Chaperone meeting. My name is John Gaffney. I'm the Diocesan Director for Evangelization and Catechesis and the Diocesan Delegation co-leader along with Tessa Sheeler, and another person that's in our diocesan delegation to help you is my wife, Jane Gaffney. We welcome you to this wonderful pilgrimage to the National Catholic Youth Conference 2013 in Indianapolis. And this short video will hopefully provide as much information as we can give you in preparation for this event. As of course with anything, we understand that some things will just come up right there at NCYC. And just know that our diocesan delegation is there 24/7 to be of assistance to you and to the young people you serve. So with that, let's get started. First of all, again, welcome. And during NCYC, it's important for all adults to be joyful, to be adventurous, to be prayerful, and also to be responsible. And that's the purpose of this particular video. We want Indianapolis, the city, and everybody that we're in contact with, we want them to be thankful that the Diocese of Des Moines Catholic community spent 4 great days with them and joined in with 20,000 to 22,000 other Catholic youth from across the country. So in preparation, we want you to reread the Code of Conduct for Adults, and on the bus ride to Indianapolis, or prior to that, make sure that you reread the Code of Conduct to the youth. Now, the diocese has sent youth home who violate the Code of Conduct, and that's at the expense of the family or the parish. Everyone there, that everyone is following the rules. We don't want to be focused on rules, but at the same time, these are expected requirements as we take our young people outside of our diocese to another place. So let's start with chaperone responsibilities. First of all, it's important to have a strategic plan for the event and for each day. So we don't want you to let the kids just go off on their own. They need to pair up at the very least, and you need to know what they're doing. So have a game plan. They should have your cell phone information, and you should have theirs. Always move as a group from the hotel to the convention center, from the convention center to Lucas Oil Stadium, from the convention center to Buca di Beppo, and from Lucas Oil Stadium back to the hotel. Whenever you're outside, you should have your young people with you. While you're at the convention center, or while you're at Lucas Oil Stadium, of course, if they see other people that they might want to sit with that might be a few rows down, or if they're heading into a couple of different workshops or going to the thematic park, that's fine. But you should have, very early, you should figure out places where you can meet up in case you can't text them. So find a landmark that's helpful so that you can go ahead and meet up at suggested times. One of the things that has been most helpful for people to be recognized, for adults to be recognized by their group, is for the adults to either have a silly hat that they wear, have a sign, or bring a pole and maybe put a stuffed animal on top that you can kind of carry along, an umbrella that's kind of colorful, whatever you'd want, so the group can see you, especially when we're out amongst a ton of people going from the convention center to Lucas Oil Stadium or the hotel to the convention center. Now, wake-up calls. We want the kids to get there early in the morning because the general sessions are very important, and they're morning general sessions and evening general sessions. So what has worked for me in the past as a youth minister is to do my first wake-up call about an hour before we're leaving the hotel. I do the second wake-up call about a half an hour before leaving the hotel, and I do the third wake-up call or go to the door about 15 minutes before leaving the hotel. When you get to the hotel, you'll actually have a room number on the packets that you'll be able to jot down so you know what room they are. Now, what we tried to do successfully, thanks to the Omni, is to have the higher rooms, or to have some rooms for just the young ladies, separated by a couple floors for the young men. So, depending upon the makeup of your chaperones, you may or may not have a chaperone of that same sex close to your young people. Team up with another chaperone, and we'll have an opportunity for chaperones to get to know each other so that they can maybe check in on your young people. Now, do remember, no young men on the young women's floors and no young women on the young men's floors. These floors are for sleeping, not socializing. No socializing in the hallway because there are other guests. And if you need to socialize, we do have banquet halls, and of course there's the lobby downstairs. Chaperones will be required to collect all keys each morning from the youth and keep them in their backpacks all day, and then redistribute those in the evening before the kids are going to go to bed. We have curfew is 11:30 p.m. in their rooms. They can go in earlier if they like, but at least 11:30, and lights out by 12:30. We want them to get some sleep so that they're ready for the next day. No adults are in the rooms, so that's very important unless there's a medical emergency. And even then, females in the female rooms, males in the male rooms. When you say goodnight to your young people, just remember the threshold. Don't go beyond the threshold and say goodnight. We do have diocesan roaming Catholics throughout the night on the floors with the youth. And if the youth are out of their rooms, you as the chaperone delegation, all the chaperones from that parish will be notified so that you can take corrective action. The only people the hotel will deal with is Tessa and myself. It's important to have a strategy for the general sessions and the workshops. Have a plan ahead of time. Again, you're going to be dealing with 20,000 people trying to go many different directions. So work with your youth, maybe on your bus or prior to that, on what sessions they would like to go to, and find those sessions on the map. A link to the program is included with this email. Have your youth head for those sessions as soon as they can, especially after the morning general session, so that they're in the room before the session is closed due to room capacity. General sessions for the morning are not well attended as they are in the evening sessions. So if you are at the morning session by 8:15 a.m., you should be able to have good seats for all of your group. The evening sessions will require getting in line early for great seats for your group. I would recommend at the very latest you want to get into line no later than 6:15. When you plan time, realize that it's impossible to get to every workshop session that's scheduled. Not each workshop, of course, but each session, because you do want to spend time at the thematic park. Of course, there's lunch, and you also want to spend time, there's the Sacrament of Reconciliation that's available. And Tessa, Jane, and I are available 24/7 while you're in transit, at the conference, and on your way back home. We will be in the lobby in the morning and at the banquet room in the evening, or in the lobby on Friday evening. Each morning you will get a newsletter. That's something new we're doing this year, that's going to be slipped under your doorway while you're sleeping. And it's going to give things like weather forecasts, NCYC daily summaries, keynote descriptions, recommended activities, and discussion questions that you can have with your youth. You do want to have each person in your delegation bring a water bottle with them to Indianapolis, because there are refill stations at the convention center. Make sure that you have the cell phone number for each of your youth's parents, just in case you need to get a hold of them, or to give them an update how everything's going. It's kind of nice for them, especially to let them know that you all got there perfectly fine. T-shirt days. The Thursday is, if you have the Diocesan Youth Rally shirt, wear that, or a CYC shirt, or other religious style shirts that you may have from your parish, etc. On Friday, we're going to wear the red 2013 NCYC Diocesan t-shirts, and on Saturday we're wanting you to wear your parish shirt day if you had a parish t-shirt designed. With regards to footwear, just keep in mind that there's a lot of walking, and it's also going to be winter time. So flip-flops may not be the most appropriate or most comfortable ways. You may get a lot of blisters if you're doing that much walking in flip-flops. So be prepared. Also, we don't want anybody to get any frostbite. So Just understand that, and maybe talk to parents if maybe the kids are the only thing they want to wear is flip-flops. Communication, texting is the best because phone calls may not go through with that number of people at the convention center or Lucas Oil Stadium. If you do need to make a phone call, it's best to try and do it outside the convention center or Lucas Oil Stadium. The hotel, we have a great hotel. They've been easy to work with. I think you're going to enjoy it. We have the pay-per-view channels turned off. The in-room hotels, except for room to room, any long distances turned off. Any food that could have normally been purchased in the room, those things will not be put in there on Thursday. So you should be fine. It's best to have the late night snacks in the banquet hall or the lobby. If a mattress, and this is understandable, especially with the boys, a lot of times they'll take the mattress off, and so one guy will sleep on the mattress, another one will sleep on the box springs. If that happens, that's fine, but in the morning, if they can put it back so that the maids aren't shocked when they come into the room, that would be great. We don't want the hotel that's just been wonderful to deal with to be upset with us. Please make sure that the youth understand that there are other guests that are paying for a wonderful hotel experience that the Omni delivers. So we want them to have a great experience. So when they're in their rooms or on the floors with the bedrooms, they need to be quiet and just cognizant of other people. The fitness center is open 24 hours and the pool is open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So they can use those facilities, but we do want a chaperone to be with a group if they decide to use the fitness center or if they wake up early and want to use the pool first thing in the morning. Food, it's best to plan $20 to $30 per day. There is the diocesan dinner at Buca di Beppo, and attached with the email to the link to this YouTube video, you will find the directions to Buca di Beppo from the convention center. Thursday. Everyone needs to be to their bus pickup site at least 15 minutes before the bus leaves. Earlier is even better, so that we make sure that we get off on schedule. We have really kind of a tight schedule, but last time we got to Indianapolis way too early and it was a miserable experience for many chaperones and youth. So this time we're leaving real early in the morning, but we should be able to be there by 3 to 3:30 if all works out. But it requires that everyone is there on time. Each bus does have a bus boss, and they have instructions on what they need to do. Most important thing is to keep track of how many people are on the bus, how many people get off during stop. There will be Mass with Bishop Pates at 4:30 p.m. Again, we hope you'll be in the hotel and checked in between 3 and 3:30. It's only about an 8-minute walk to the actual room at the convention center where Mass is going to be, and so we hope if you leave by 4:10 from the hotel room, you'll have a chance to kind of refresh and get ready for the evening festivities. There are food vendors close by our area for Mass, so as soon as Mass is done, you can grab some food, either eat there or get in line for the evening session. The general session that evening ends at 10 o'clock, and then we'll head back to the hotel, and again, we'll have the banquet room available till 11:30 p.m. Friday, again, you should kind of leave for Lucas Oil Stadium no later than 8:15. Getting there by 8:15 will help you get a really good seat. Music is already playing, so it should be great. Buca di Beppo dinner is at 5 o'clock. Again, there's directions. On Saturday, again, you do want to get to Lucas Oil Stadium by 8:15. The closing liturgy, which is the Mass for the weekend, ends at 11, and then we head back to the hotel. Sunday schedule. That's our departure. So we do want you to get you back to Des Moines in a timely manner. We want you to get down to the lobby at least 15 minutes before your bus departs. The departure schedule is on a document that's attached to this email. We want you in the lobby fully packed, ready to go 15 minutes prior to your departure. And you're asked to leave your room in good condition. We know it's slept in, but we don't want any damages. Those damages will be charged back to the parish and to the family. Finally, we want you to have a great time and realize that Tessa, Jane, and I are at your service to have a wonderful NCYC 2013 experience. God bless you. and have a wonderful trip to Indianapolis. We'll see you in the lobby. God bless.